Morning. Alrighty. We have a couple more minutes. Hi, morning, Prasad. I just texted Prasad to make sure that you guys can hear me. Alrighty, so we will start in 1 minute or so. Namaste. Namaste to everyone. It is a beautiful, chilly, I have a blanket, chilly morning in Napa, California. And the sun is peeking out already. Uh, it's up about half an hour already. So we have 6:30 because as you already know here in the West Coast, they are behind Chicago about 2 hours to be exact. So the birds are chirping. Yeah, I can hear the birds chirping. Prasad says so happy to be here with you to connect with you on such a beautiful Saturday morning, and hopefully I shed the blanket quite soon and warm up with our asana practice. But before we begin, just making sure that we have everything that we need for the practice. I am just visiting, so I'm not well equipped, but I am happy I have my Lulu mat right here, the same as Prasad does, right? The orange one. And I don't have any blocks. I don't have any straps, so I will practice without. I will modify. By the way, I pulled the core muscle the other day, and I kind of have to baby it. I'm wounded warrior this morning, so I have to take care of myself as well. But I have the blanket, so I would just, because it's a concrete surface, so I'm just gonna soften for the beginning our practice. So if you have aching joints, or you need to pad the surface, you could also lay the blanket and practice on the blanket. Especially at the beginning, we will do warm up and we will spend some time on the knees. So just make sure that you have all the things ready for the asana practice. But if you do need to pause to get something, hey, you are at home, and that's an advantage of the situation, that you could always pause and get anything that you may need. So let's begin. We already have a couple minutes past our scheduled time. And as always, we will begin with the seated meditation. I like to sit in Vajrasana, Thunderbolt. So let's come into seated, comfortable position of your choice. Close your eyes if you haven't done yet. So, and then simply begin to awaken to this moment. As you begin to turn inwardly, scan your body and notice how you feel this morning. Just be honest with yourself. Be curious. Be intelligent. As you scan your body, just notice if there are any areas of tension you could maybe relax and soften. Take a deep inhale through your nose all the way up into your heart space. And as you exhale, part your lips and let it all out. And let's do that couple more times. Inhaling through the nose, belly, rib cage, chest. Maybe pause on the top of the inhale. And as you exhale, part your lips and let it all out. Using your belly muscles to empty out the last drop of air from the system. And one more deep inhale through the nose. Pause and let it go. Simply greet yourself on your mat. Welcome yourself into your upcoming asana practice. And as we seek for intention as a group this morning, let's begin by placing the left hand on the heart space, the spiritual heart space, and the right hand on the top of the left. And then gently bow towards the heart space. Today's intention is to cultivate warrior's heart. As we step into the celebration of the Memorial Days weekend, as we honor our dead, those that sacrifice their life for the others, as we look into our heart to realize that we each at heart are the warrior. I would like to offer this beautiful quote from great Hindu poem Bhagavad Gita, one of my favorite quotes. Kill with a sword of wisdom the doubt that is born out of the ignorance of thy heart. Be one in self, in harmony, in yoga, and arise, great warrior, arise. As the quality of the warrior is to sacrifice for the better good, for the others. Sometimes to carry out the orders that not necessarily match your own belief system. And it also means to be exposed to the difficult, traumatic experiences in this life. To stand up for the others, to stand up for the better good. So let's Om together. It doesn't have to be loud. Just to merge our energies in the universe. Just to tune into the energy of our group practice. Let's Empty out completely first before we om. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. Inhaling to om. As you slowly lift your face and float your beautiful eyes open, let's begin with the seated warm-up. I'm going to take my glasses here, and I'm going to take my phone just in case we get interrupted service. So I'm just going to fold the blanket here. I have the soft. And then as you come into this position, placing your hips to the right and feet to the left side, maybe dropping the right forearm down. I like this stretch. I attended one class, I remember, and teacher offered this stretch, and it was so good. So as you lift your left arm up and then begin to drop your left arm behind your back, flex through your left hand, flex through the heel of your left hand. Now drop your head to your bottom shoulder, to the right shoulder, and just enjoy this opening through the chest area. Breathing Ujjayi. And a couple more. Now, once you slowly lift your head and then begin to release your left forearm down, like as if you were doing deer stretch. You could even interlace your fingers, and then as you begin to dig your elbows into the earth, begin to twist through the core, rib cage, chest, and maybe turn your head behind towards the back of the mat. Once you ready to come back, simply press into your straight arms and transition to the other side. Lift your hips, drop your feet to the right and hips to the left side. And then drop your left forearm down. Extend your right arm up. And then begin to drop your top arm behind. And then to add more sweetness to this stretch, just flex through your top hand and then drop your head to your bottom shoulder and just feel. Last breath. And transitioning into the dare twist. So just drop your right forearm. You may interlace your fingers. Dig through your elbows and twist to the other. I'm listening to the sounds that surround me. I intentionally not playing the music because I know, it could be too much with all the surrounding sounds, and I only have internal microphone that is built in the computer. One day, I promised myself I will get the professional microphone so you could hear me better. I loved Carla's class. She had the microphone, and that was so awesome. The clear sound. And begin to come back. But it is what it is. And if, by the way, you want to play your own music, by all means, put your favorite playlist and enjoy that. We're gonna come into a kneeling position. Open up your knees about hip. Inhale and reach your arms up. Lift your heart up. And exhale, go post arms. Nice back bend. So press into the tops of your feet and then take it more into your upper spine, which means including your neck. So as you lift through the sternum, lift from the space between your shoulder blades. Begin to lengthen through the back of your neck. Breathe. On your next inhalation, very slowly begin again, lift through the heart. Lift through the heart. And as you exhale, hands to the heart space, Anjali Mudra, and we're gonna take into gate pose. So you're gonna extend your right leg to the right. Slide your right hand down the leg towards the knee. Inhale, lift your left arm up. Exhale and begin to arch your left side. Padidasana, gate pose. So peel your left shoulder back and then lift your beautiful face. And the face is soft, by the way, always. On your next inhale, return to neutral spine. Exhale, place your left hand underneath the shoulder. Sweep your right arm up and over the head, and then lift your heart up. Modified side plank. Breathe. Slide your shoulders down the spine and then lengthen through the back of your neck. As you inhale, spring back up. Exhale, bend your right knee, extend your left leg. Slide your left hand down the leg. Inhale, right arm reaches up. Exhale and open up the right side. Inhale back to neutral. Exhale, right hand underneath the shoulder. Left arm sweeps up. Straight line of energy from the outer edge of your left foot through the pinky side of your left hand. Pinky side turns towards your face, towards the earth, and then heart lift towards the sky and breathe. And next inhale, spring back up. Exhale, bend your right knee, and let's come into a tabletop. So as you place your hands ahead of the shoulders, open up your knees, the hip width, and extend your right leg back. Tuck your toes, starting to mix up my body parts. So slide your right foot towards the left side, and then look at your foot through your left shoulder. Inhale, spine high morning. spine back to center. And then see if you could extend your right leg to the right. And then if you could sit onto your left heel, it's like the child's pose with your right leg extended. And begin to surrender to the earth. Slide your hands forward and see if you could release your forehead down. Just do your best. It doesn't have to go all the way down. As you inhale, lift your head and come into a tabletop and then other side. Now you're gonna extend your left leg behind you, tuck your toes under, slide your foot to the right, and then look through the right shoulder. As you inhale, spine goes back to neutral. And as you exhale, left leg goes to the left. Begin to sit. So inner thigh stretch, spine stretch, side body stretch. Surrender and breathe. And on your next inhalation, begin to come back to a tabletop. Turn your fingers towards your knees. So as you could tell, we're slowly warming up. No need to rush. We will prepare for our warrior sequences. So as you inhale, press your belly down, and that is known as a cow stretch. Lift your sit bones, lift your heart, lift the crown of your head, and breathe. Next inhale, begin to return to the neutral spine. As you exhale, turn your fingers forward. And now you're gonna turn your palm up. So we're gonna add the compression to the outer wrists. And then you're gonna begin to round your spine towards the ceiling on your next exhalation into your first cat stretch. Drop your forehead towards the navel. Next inhale, return to the neutral spine. Exhale, return to a traditional tabletop. And now begin to move the way it feels good. Maybe close your eyes and begin to awaken the spine, the different segments of the spine. Awaken those little muscles that attach the shoulder blades to the back to wake up the rib cage and core. So just combining some cat-cows and maybe some circular movements, whatever feels good, just to awaken the body and to awaken to the body. You are the body. And you are this wakefulness that is aware of the body. Once you've done enough, this sweet intuitive movement, pause in a tabletop, and we're going to take into Anahata Asana, another great stretch for the shoulders, stretch, rib cage, chest. Hips remain high, stacked on your knees, either forehead down or chin chest down. As you inhale, lift your head and then shift forward onto the belly. We call this Sphinx. Come into a Sphinx pose. So the tops of your feet are pressing into the earth, lifting the heart space, maybe lifting the elbows as well, if they have that capacity of the movement. If not, just stay on the forearm and breathe. You may add some stretches to the neck, feels good. Once you're ready, release your forearms down if you had lift them. And we're going to take into forearm plank. So you may interlace your fingers. And as you press the forearms into the floor, tuck the toes under and peel off the floor. Breathe. You may always drop the knees down. 5 more. 2 more. Dolphin pose is next. So you remain on the forearms as you begin to walk your feet towards your face. Lift your hips high. Drop your head down. Drop your knees down and begin to move into a child's pose. You could take your arms behind so your shoulders can rest. Surrender and rest for a few breaths. Remind yourself you can always return to the child's pose as many times as you need to. And part of being strong is our ability to rest and recharge and restore ourselves. So when you're ready, if you're ready, begin to come out of the child's pose. And as you come into a tabletop, tuck your toes under, open up your feet wide, and then come into first squat or malasana. So squatting position or malasana. You may wiggle your feet a little bit wider. You may spread your knees a little wider using your elbows. So we're doing full body warm-up. Attending every joint. Warming up every joint. Now from the malasana, we're gonna come into a forward fold. So as you begin to lift your hips, take your toes in line with your heels, but keep your feet wide. And then bend your knees deep so your belly stays on your thighs. Then surrender in a first forward fold. Make it passive. When you're ready, release your hands to the floor. First, then take them to your hips, throw your elbows up, and with your knees bent and full core awareness, begin to bring yourself up to stand. And in the meantime, I may remove my blanket to the side. I'm gonna adjust the screen so I would fit into the standing. Alrighty. And then we could begin our sun salutations. So stand at the top of your mat with your big toes touching or slightly apart. Release your arms alongside the body. Relax your shoulders, neck, and face. So sun salute with the lunges. And let's begin. Inhale, arms reach up. Slight back bend at the top of your in-breath. Exhale and down. Inhale halfway. Exhale, bend your knees, your right leg steps back. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, plant your palms, high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Ashtangasana, drop your knees. Drop your chest, chin. Inhale, glide into cobra. Exhale, back into your down dog. Through all fours or direct. This is the first down dog, so let's take some time to check the inventory. Look at your hands, spread your fingers, spread your shoulder girdle. Spread your heels. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Look between your palms, and as you exhale, step between your palms. Big step forward. Hands could touch the floor or the blocks. Lift the heart on the next inhale. And as you exhale, step forward. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, reverse one dive. Exhale to the heart. One side, half of the round complete. Inhale, reach your arms up, slight arch. Exhale and bow. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left leg steps back. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Ashtangasana, exhale. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Few breaths in a down dog. Simply ask yourself a question: how can I create more freedom in my back, in my spine, in the down dog? Inhale, left leg up. Exhale and step forward. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, step to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, full forward. Reverse one dive, inhale. Exhale to the heart. Just allow yourself the moment of reflection here. Observe. Observe the breath, the sensation. Are you in harmony with self, with all the nature, you in resistance. Just observe without judgment. As you float your eyes open, we will now practice Surya Namaskara B. So as we already know Surya Namaskara B, Sansalute B, it has two chair poses, traditional, right? At the beginning, it starts with a chair pose and it ends with a chair pose. It also has two Virabhadrasana wands. And then in between that we call vinyasa is high plank, chaturanga, up dog to down dog. If you need to modify, replace chaturanga with ashtangasana or just skip all the vinyasas, take care of yourself. That is why you're here. So let's begin. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, warrior one steps forward. Spin the back heel flat. Inhale and rise. Let's spend few breaths. Although we always move one breath, one movement, but let's get in touch with the inner warrior in this pose. So as you maybe press your palms together, keep your elbows straight, even if it means you take your arms a little bit forward. If you drop your head back, keep the length in your neck and breathe. When you're ready to go back, use your exhale to go back to chaturanga. Inhale for up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, rise. Take your time. So many times you already heard the alignment, cues. So really listen to them. Hips are facing forward. Shoulders relaxed. Heart is open. When you're ready to go back, exhale, take it back. Take vinyasa or skip it. Five breaths in your down dog to rest. Inhale, bend your knees as you look forward. Exhale, travel to the top. You could tiptoe, hop enthusiastically, any way it makes sense for you. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, full forward. Chair pose, inhale. Hello, everybody is awakening. Exhale, tada, tadasana. Another moment of reflection. It is so important. Reflection is very important. Tune in. Tune in with your body. Tune in with your breath. Tune in with your warrior's heart. And remember, it takes time and it takes challenge for the inner warrior to show up. When it's all good, we don't even feel the drama, the dilemma, but the warrior shows up when we need to choose the right action, when we need to choose the right words. So once you're ready, we're going to play around Surya Namaskara B. So that would be the second round, but we will add all sorts of poses, shoulder stretches. So let's begin in the chair pose. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale and bow. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, go through vinyasa or skip it. You could jump into chaturanga if you want to challenge yourself. You could step back in a down dog if you need to take care of yourself. I'm going to step back in a down. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, step forward. The same warrior one. So heel to heel alignment. You could even take your hands on your hips and then guide your left hip forward and guide your right hip back. This time as you inhale and reach your arms up, exhale, eagle arms. You're going to draw a big circle around the room and then take your right arm below your left and wrap your forearms. Outer shoulder stretch, opening the back of the heart. Inhale, lift your elbows. Exhale, moving into humble warrior expression with the eagle arms. You may stop and hover right here. Nothing wrong with that. Hover above of your front thigh. Keep your core engaged. Keep your back leg engaged. If you have that capacity, go deeper, go inside of your right knee. Squeeze your right shoulder with your right knee. Next inhale, begin to bring yourself back up. Back leg is strong, core is strong. Exhale, warrior two. So as you begin to transition into warrior two, adjust your back foot. Heel toe, your back foot a little bit further. Very long stance for the warrior two. That's how you can maintain 90 degrees in your front knee. Ease into the pose. Also, what defines the warrior, it is focus. It is focus on this moment. You have to be very present. You have to know where you go. And you have to know why. Breathe in and out. Awaiting for the inner warrior to show up. So once you're ready, next, inhale, straighten the front knee. Exhale, slide your shoulder blades down the spine, lift your chest. Trikonasana. Inhale, reach as you lengthen. Exhale, release your right hand down, left arm. So this is an open twist. So begin to revolve your belly, your rib cage, and your heart to the sky. And if you need more balance, look down. If you want to challenge yourself, look up towards the horizon or towards your extended left hand. Next inhale, bring yourself back up to standing. Exhale, take your right toes in, your left toes already in. Take your hands behind. Use the strap if you need to. Prasarita Padottanasana C with a Yoga Mudra C. So, inhale, lift the heart as you slide your hands down. Exhale, begin to bow. Release your hands down underneath your shoulders. Inhale, lift the heart up. Exhale, rotate your right toes forward. And then pivot your back heel up and take a small step forward like in pyramid stance. Press your right hip back. Left hip moves forward. Parivrita Trikonasana. Use the block if you need to. Left hand inside of your right foot or outside. So begin to twist. Belly, ribcage, heart. Inhale, look down first. Exhale, right hand releases down. Parsvottanasana or pyramid pose. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, and bow. Inhale, lift the heart. Bend into your front knee. Exhale, step to the top. Inhale, heart rises forward. Slide your shoulder blades down the spine. Exhale and surrender. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale and bow. We're gonna go straight into the other side. Inhale, halfway lift. Vinyasa or skip it into the down dog right away. That's where I'm going. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, step forward. Slowly inhale and rise. Exhale, take your hands to your hips, since we did that on the other side. So we call that the art of self-adjustment. Nothing wrong with that. It's actually really awesome. Connection with the body, mind-body connection. Back leg is your anchor, remember that. Deepening maybe the bend in the front knee. And then finally, reaching the arms up. And drawing big circle, Garudasana, eagle arms. This time, left arm goes below. Feeling the stretch to the outer shoulders, between the shoulder blades. And moving into humble warrior. Inhale, lift your elbows. Exhale and bow. Again, be honest with yourself. Never push yourself past your limits. But also challenge yourself. Maybe go a little deeper if you may. On your next inhale, begin to bring yourself back up. And as you exhale, that feels so good to unwrap your wings, right? Lengthening the stance, opening. Notice if your front knee collapses towards the midline, you have to move it away from it. And burning with passion, the desire to do the right thing. To serve The purpose of the warrior is to serve the humanity. The warrior of light. Whew. Inhale, straighten the front knee. Exhale, relax your shoulders. And with that spaciousness in your heart and in your neck, inhale and move into Trikonasana. Exhale, left hand goes down and right arm goes up. Now, once you're ready to come back, you're gonna slowly inhale and come back to standing. Exhale, turn your both toes in. So the toes go in. And then as you take your hands behind this time, interlace your fingers the other way than you normally do. So we can stimulate the both sides of our brain. So lift the heart, inhale. Exhale, Prasarita. Release your hands down to the earth. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, walk towards the front of the mat as you turn your left toes forward. Take a small step forward with your back foot. So in pyramid poses and twisted triangle, as far as the hip, alignment, the stance alignment, it could be viewed as a hip forward. So making sure that you have your back heel down. Shorter stance is fine. So moving into Parivrita Trikonasana. Inhaling and twisting. So first inhale down, exhale, release your left hand down. Pyramid pose. So first, again, square off your hips as many times as you need to. Alignment is important. So press your left hip back and right hip moves in, heart forward. Exhale and surrender and breathe. To come out, use your inhale to lift the heart, bend, soft bend in the front knee, and exhale, step forward. Inhale, halfway lift, exhale and bow. Chair pose, inhale. Exhale to the heart. Another moment of reflection. Turn inwardly and feel. What arises. At the same time, observe all the sounds around you. Invite them as a part of this world. Learning how to meditate with acceptance, not denying any phenomena, any sound of the nature, just being part of the order of this world. We will practice now balancing poses. So we are about an hour into a practice, so balancing poses, and then we're gonna go to the seated postures. So let's begin with a tree pose. The sun is shining, my face so beautiful. So let's plant a tree. Hands to the heart, standing on your right. Bring your left knee up and begin to open up. Catch your foot, place it into the inner thigh or inner calf. Or it could be kickstands. Any expression, you guys. Think about the tree, how often we complain about not being able to move, being stuck in one place, but how about the trees? Connecting with the wisdom of the trees, honoring the wisdom of the trees, their ability to celebrate all seasons of their life, non-attachment, and yet so deeply rooted in the one place. Once you begin to transition into Virabhadrasana 3 this time, bring your left knee forward. If you need to rest, go ahead and do that. I'm going to go straight into Virabhadrasana 3. Hands to the heart. You could take hands to the floor. You could take hands to your hips. Digasana. Airplane arms. Changing the gaze. Throw you out of the balance. So again, the focus is important. Drishti, mental focus, dedication. And to return, inhale, simply, ta-da. Maybe cleansing breath, maybe moving the toes, the foot, maybe shaking. Again, observing. You are the observer, but you are also the observed, in harmony, in union with self, with universe, in yoga. Once you move into the other side, standing on your left, bring your right knee, bring it to the right, and take your expression. Breathe. The trees are also breathing together as one. Same breath, same life. Transitioning Virabhadrasana 3, we call the balance balancing warrior, the warrior that is not afraid to lean into unknown with an open heart. A warrior that is not afraid to face the challenging times with a peaceful heart. And slowly release, shake it, move it. It was interesting since I am on this kind of slope that goes from the pool to the office. But that was interesting. Again, observing. One more balancing pose we will practice today. It is called Natarajasana. Nataraja, the beautiful dancer, the cosmic dancer that we all are. So let's begin standing on the right foot, bending left, the leg catching the left instep, knees together to begin, right arm reaches up, exhale and begin to kick your foot back and then kick your heart forward. And it's okay if you lose it. That's why we call the balance, catching ourselves up when we lose it, returning back every time we fall, we lose. Inhale, Tadasana, cleansing breath. Return to the center. Return to your breath. Once you're ready, other side. Standing on your left, bend your right. Knees together, left arm reaches up. Inhale, lift. Exhale, move into the pose. Virabhadrasana 3. So the challenge is to keep your hips square in this pose. So don't lift your right hip too much. Drop it down. Lift the heart. Gaze. Gaze is sharp. Focus is sharp. It's okay to tremble. Keep the focus there. And inhale. Cleansing breath. Inhale. Exhale. Since we are in a balancing, if you would like to practice our balancing, maybe crow or crane, maybe go to the wall space, do an inversion upside down, you take into your handstand or your handstand. So for the crow, you could come into a squatting position and then come into a preparation for the crow. So kind of make sure that you have your kind of claws digged in a little bit. So slight cupping action in the palms. And then maybe 1 foot today, maybe 2 feet. And release. Maybe come sitting on your shins, left hand on your heart. This time, right hand to the earth. Feel the support. Exhale it out. Release the tension. Release the heaviness. Release the fear from your heart. You are supported. We are supported. Mother Earth provides. No need to worry. Be the warrior, not the warrior. Be at peace. Once you're ready, let's come into a down dog for the moment. We will stretch our hips, and then we will move into a seated practice. So let's come into a into a down dog. Let's come into the down dog, and if you want to do it from all fours, you could also do it from all fours. I'm going to do it from the down dog. We will move into a lizard pose, deep hip stretch. So as you inhale, lift your right leg up. And as you exhale, you can step outside of your right foot. So maybe I'm just going to lower the camera right here. Alrighty. So maybe I'm just going to lower the camera right here. Like this. And then release your left leg down. You could stay here on your straight arms. Or you could go onto the forearms if you want to go deeper. You could always have the blocks to elevate the floors. I will add a twist. Kind of feels good. So drop your left thigh down. So you're more not on the left knee, but you're aiming more on the thigh. I did not expect that street to be so loud. I know it's very busy in Napa, Saturday morning. I know that the farmers market is going on today. Usually it's a quieter street, but it's just what it is. I hope it's not picking up too much of that sound. Okay. So now you're going to begin to come out from the lizard, and as you press into your straight arms, begin to shift your hips back. It's okay if your right foot is a little bit at the slight angle here. Doesn't have to be. If you want to go to the middle, go to the middle. But I kind of like it here. So you could come into Ardha Hanuman, opposite stretch, the counter stretch that we just did. Or if you would like to take into the full Hanuman, and if you have that in your practice, you could try to take into the full Hanuman stretch. Maybe some twists to the right. Once you're ready, you may begin to slowly return back to a runner's lunge and take it to your tabletop, maybe with hip opener / right leg stretch, or into your down dog, three-legged down dog. So you may do that on a tabletop, or lift your right leg up, bend the knee, do some circles, maybe even flip the dog if you would like to have the back bent. And return to your neutral down dog or neutral tabletop to take it to the other side. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale and step forward outside of your left hand. Stay here and enjoy the stretch. Go deeper if you would. Maybe adding some twists. And returning into the straight arms, and then shifting into Ardha Hanuman position, maybe trying full Hanuman. And the story of the Hanuman is the story of the warrior. To serve the higher purpose. To dissect our hearts and to see what's written on every fiber of our heart. Once you're ready to come out, begin to slowly come out, and then taking into tabletop or three-legged down dog with the stretches. Maybe flipping the dog. Let's come down onto our bellies for the prone back bends. Nakrasana, crocodile pose. Plant your palms on the top of each other, and then take your forehead down and rest. I'm going to close the door to the laundry room because someone's doing laundry and it could be too loud. So from Nakrasana, we will take into Bhujangasana, Cobra. So take your hands next to the mid ribs or the low ribs, hug your elbows in. And as you press into the tops of your feet, begin to lift your heart and breathe. Activate your legs. Face is soft. Couple more breaths. And relax. Turn your face to one side and then extend your arms alongside the body and rest. Shalabhasana is next. Locust. So you could extend your arms alongside the body, lift your legs, or you could interlace your fingers and do Shalabhasana with a shoulder stretch. So let's begin. Inhale, lift your head, your chest, your arms, and your legs, and breathe. Couple more. And release. Turn your head to the other side and rest. Dhanurasana will be our next pose. Dhanurasana or bow. If for any reason you need to repeat Shalabhasana or Bhujangasana Cobra or skip this deeper back bend at all, choose wisely. So once you're ready, forehead down, bend your knees, see if you could catch your feet. And once you're ready, inhale, lift the heart. Exhale and kick. Breathe. Maybe rock and roll a little bit, give yourself a nice massage. And release. Maybe Naprasana. Other hand on the top. Rest, you may do a little bit of windshield wipe. When you're ready, come into the tabletop. If you have sensitive knees, here comes the blanket again. We will take into Ustrasana or camel. Beautiful back bend, you guys. Also, for most of us, very intense. So it's okay to do this. It's okay to keep your hands on your low back for support and then take it into the upper spine. This could be your perfect expression of Ustrasana. If you want to go deeper, you can choose yours. To come back, begin to bring your hands onto your low back and slowly close your knees and sit onto your feet. Maybe give yourself a nice low back massage. Feel the energy. You could use your fingertips to gently play some circles around the low back. It's very vulnerable space for many of us. And since we are in a back bend now in sequence, another beautiful back bend, it's called Supine Hero or Supta Virasana. I'm going to move to full position because I know that my body is capable of doing so. If you need the block or need to skip that because of any condition in your knees, in your low back, please do something else. You could repeat Ustrasana, you could repeat camel pose. Otherwise, you could spread your feet and then sit between your feet. And maybe that is enough. Deep stretch for your ankles, deep stretch for your knees, thighs, releasing tension from the low back. If you are able to perform the full expression of Ustrasana, you may begin to move a little deeper, maybe walking your hands behind, maybe dropping your forearms down. So ideally the knees are together. If you need to open them up a little bit, that's fine. And then full Virasana, Supta Virasana is to go all the way. As you slowly begin to come back up, pressing onto the straight arms, gently lifting your hips, closing your knees, and maybe moving into a embryo position. So I'm just gonna move back a little bit, making sure I have the space for my head on the mat, and then extending my arms towards my back of the mat, and then releasing the head. You could stay here or you could move into Shashangasana, rabbit. If you are in Shashangasana, release into Angliya, back to and when you're ready, slowly begin to press yourself back up. And then take your hips to one side, feet to the other side. And then come into preparation for the seated practice. Still have plenty of time. So we will practice now Janu Shirshasana. So bending the right leg. So if your right knee hovers, use some support underneath it. Again, the art of self-adjustment. Press your right thigh down and then twist away from the right inner thigh so the belly twists away towards the left leg. And then inhale, arms reach up. Exhale and bow over your left leg. You could catch the foot, you could catch the shin, or use a strap or a towel. Next inhalation, begin to move up. And then lean to your right, we will move into pigeon. So if you have any condition in any of your joints, ankle, knee, or hip, do this. Do this deer pose. And then you could even drop the forearms down. If you're able to perform full Ekapada Raja, so as you extend your left leg back, tuck the back toes under and then square off your hips. It's like warrior one hips. Maybe even look through your right shoulder. What it does, it allows you to bring your left hip forward. So untuck the back toes, actively reach through the back toes and look through your right shoulder. And then inhale, lift into your heart. Lengthen through the back of your neck. And as you exhale, surrender. Ekapada Raja Kapotasana. When you're ready, you may slowly begin to come out the same way as you entered. First, by pressing into your straight arms and lifting into your heart space, and then leaning to your right side so you could bring your left leg forward, and then maybe right into Ardha Matsyendrasana twist. So modification for that one, if that doesn't feel right, you may extend your bottom leg and do half of the pose. Otherwise, full position is both knees are bent. So you could simply hug your top knee with your right arm, left fingertip behind, and begin to twist. The sun feels so nice, so right, so and inhale, begin to unwind. We will move into Gomukhasana, cow's face. So you simply pull your left foot towards your right hip. So my knees are stacked. Modified version, bottom leg are split. You may need the strap for the shoulders. You could just do the legs if you have any condition in your shoulders. Full expression, right arm reaches up, and then see if you could find behind. Cow's face. Staying here, or if that is in your practice, you may begin to bow towards your knees. On your next inhalation, begin to bring yourself back up to neutral spine. And release your arms. Lean back so you can release your legs, maybe shake them up a little bit. We will move into the other side, left side, bending your left leg, extending your right, grounding through your left, twisting towards the right. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, Janu Shirshasana. Inhale, slowly walking back. Maybe another version of deer pose, bending your right and then surrendering, applying the stretch to the left outer hip. But if you have the full expression of pigeon pose, you may tuck your right toes under as you extend your right leg behind. And then as you uncurl your toes, actively reach through the back toes. Look through your left shoulder. Again, that enables you to press, to move your right hip a little bit forward. That enables you to move towards the square hip position. And then as you return back to the neutral spine, inhale, lift into your heart space, lift through the both sides of your waist, and exhale, surrender to Ekapada Raja. Passive stretch, surrendering to the gravity. When you're ready, if you're ready, you may begin to come back up, straight arms, open heart, and to come back the same way as you entered, as you lean onto your left hip, bring your right leg forward and move into a twist. Ardha Matsyendrasana, half Lord of the Fishes twist. Remember, your variation with the bottom leg straight applies to that side as well. Then using inhale to release this twist, and as you exhale, pull your left foot towards your right hip. Gomukhasana, other side. Remember to extend the front bottom leg if you need to. Maybe staying here, just focusing on the hip stretch. The full expression is adding the shoulder, arm stretch, left arm up, clasping, using this face towel, belt, anything that you find handy here. Staying here or bowing for the full expression. As you inhale, bring yourself back up. Exhale, release your arms. Lean back, spread your legs wide. Upavishta Konasana with your hands. Roll your sides in. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale and hinge forward at your hips as you maybe release your forearms down. Active legs. Pressing through the heels into a space in front of you. Pressing the backs of your knees into the earth. Face is always soft, peaceful, peaceful warrior. The warrior that knows when to move forward and when to step out. Maybe full surrender, you could use the blouse. Forward folds are very calming. It's a good preparation for Shavasana. If you're ready, when you are ready, you may begin to walk up to neutral spine. Extend your arms to the side of your knees. Catch your legs in and bring your knees together. Flex through your heels and slide them forward. Paschimottanasana. If you would need to sit on a blanket, sometimes the small elevation is enough. And then sitting on the blanket, maybe walking the sit bones of the blankets. The watch stays and rolling the thighs in. Arms reach up and inhale. And as you exhale and bow. About 20 breaths in here. When you're ready, use your inhale to come back up to seated, and we will go all the way down on the spine. So I'm just gonna turn my mat sideways. You could lay down already, lay down, and then a few more stretches before Shavasana. We will take into a bridge pose, which is a counter pose for all these forward folds that we did with you. So as you come in the preparation for the bridge, make sure that you could reach for the heels with your fingertips. Feet are hip width, toes in line with your heels. Press into your palms, bring your hips up. Inhale. Stay here or move a little deeper. Stay here, or if you want to take into Urdhva Dhanurasana, go ahead and Take your hands behind your shoulders, fingers pointing towards your feet, and then last hand to the crown of your head, and then bring yourself back. To come down slowly, if you're especially Urdhva, crown of your head down, and then slowly, vertebra by vertebra, release your spine down. And just pause here to observe, to rest. Spine twists, happy babies, a really good way to now release any tension from your low back. Maybe press your knees to your left. And then making sure that your both shoulder blades are grounded, turn your face away from your knees. And to come back, lift your face, lift your knees up. Another side. And as you inhale, lift your face, lift your knees up. Maybe final contraction, embryo pose before Shavasana. And relax. Shavasana time. Close your eyes. I will put some music maybe on. We'll see how it's gonna sound. And just close your eyes. Take a deep inhale through your nose all the way up into your heart space, and as you exhale, part your lips and let it all out. The excerpt from Bhagavad Gita. When meditation is mastered, the mind is unwavering like the flame of a lamp in a windless place. In the still mind, in the depths of meditation, the self reveals itself. Beholding the self by means of the self, an aspirant knows the joy and peace of complete fulfillment. Having attained that abiding joy beyond the senses, revealed in a stilled mind, he never swerves from the eternal truth. You may choose to lay down and end your practice with longer shavasana. If you're ready to be guided out as you deepen your breath without opening your eyes, become aware of the surroundings, the room or the space that you are in. Wiggle your toes, your fingers, as you introduce some small movements. Eventually, maybe extending your arms above your head and stretching as if you were awakening in the morning. Rolling onto one side, whichever side feels good intuitively. Pausing here, grateful for the effort, grateful for the ability to show up for yourself, for the others. That is the quality of the warrior. Ready for the beautiful day ahead of you. This Memorial Weekend is also welcoming us to the summer season, one of the most favorite seasons for many of us. Abundance of light and warmth and flowers and fruits. So much is given already. The gratitude for all that is given. And once you slowly press yourself into a comfortable seat, maybe a few rounds of Nadi Shodhana, alternative nostril breathing to balance our nadis, to balance our right and left. So if you practice the Vishnu Mudra, bending to peace fingers, for me it's too intense. So I always do this. I always place 2 fingers on my third eye. Thumb would be closing your right nostril if you're using your right hand for this pranayama. And then I use the ring finger and the pinky to close the left nostril. We will alternate between the right and left. If you need to take a tissue and blow your nose, go ahead and do that. Ratio. I will offer the ratio 1-4-2, which means we will be inhaling to the count of 4, holding for 16, and then releasing, exhaling to the count of 8. Feel free to adjust the ratio, do what feels right for your body. So let's begin by cleansing breath. Inhale through your nose. Big mouth exhale, let it all out. Close your left nostril. Inhale through your right to the count of 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Close, hold the breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Open up your left, release. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale through the same left nostril. 1, 2, 3, 4. Close both. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Open up your right. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale through your right on your own. Please use the ratio that serves you. Last round, so make sure that you will be exhaling through your right. Once you've done that, release your right hand or your left hand to your thighs, to your knees, and just meditate. Observe. Be present. If your mind wanders, return to your breath. Simply allow your mind to ride on your breath. From the moment the air enters your body, just follow that movement. As you slowly deepen your breath, keeping your eyes still closed, allow all images to dissolve behind your closed eyes as you place your left hand onto your heart. Place right hand onto your left. Bow. There is another great verse in Bhagavad Gita. One that sees action and inaction, and one that sees inaction is intelligent among men. And as we return to our group intention today, reminding the quote that we set an intention for our own group practice. Kill with a sword of wisdom doubt that is born from the ignorance of thy heart. Be one in harmony with self in yoga, and arise, great warrior, arise. The world is our mat. Our everyday activism is kindness, wisdom, peace. Let's come together to close our group practice. Cleansing breath, inhale through your nose. Big mouth exhale, let it all out. Inhale to Om. As you slowly lift your face and gently float your beautiful eyes open, fold your hands in front of your heart and bow. And I bow to each and every one of you beautiful souls for spending this couple hours on your mat, for your dedication to the practice. I thank you so very much from the bottom of my heart for doing so, for choosing that. And I bow to each and every one of you. Namaste. So we have a couple minutes past our scheduled time. So good to spend this Saturday morning with you guys. I hope the sun comes out to wherever, whenever, wherever you are. And I hope you will enjoy your day and that you would choose the right thing to serve yourself and serve the world. Thank you.